Hello everyone. So today we are going to practice, just go through a practice test. Let's see this question. Certain bird species can fly at an average speed of 16 meter per second when in a continuous flight. At this rate, how many meters would this bird species fly in 4 seconds? So we are going to use a formula for distance because we have to find distance, which is distance is equals to speed times time, right? So speed is given and time is given. If we just plug this value 16 times 4, this is going to give me distance in meter because this is meter. So 16 times 4 is 64 meter. So this option is correct, right? Let's see our next question. So this is our next question, which says line R in the xy plane has a slope of 4 and passes through the point 0, comma 6. Which equation define line R? So the equation of a line in slope intercept form is this: y is equals to mx plus b, where m is slope and b is y intercept, right? So y-intercept is given. How do we know this is y-intercept? Because x value is 0, right? And if let's say we have given this, so your y value, y coordinate is 0, so this is x-intercept, right? So basically we can just plug these values and slope is given 4. So y is equals to m is slope, so 4x plus b is 6. 4x plus 6, so this option is correct. Let's see next question. So this is our next question. Which expression is equivalent to this? So let's see. Um, so basically, if we see our options, like if we multiply this one, because we have x to the power 5, so we need 5x to the power 5. So here we don't have second term, I mean three terms, so this is not going to be our answer. We can exclude it. If you check second one and you multiply this with first term, because when we open our parenthesis, we need to multiply this with this and then this. So first we multiply these two, so 5 and x square times x cube. So when base is same, like they both base are x, we add power. So we write x and 3 plus 2, which is going to give me 5. So 5 x to the power 5 minus 6 x times x to the power 3, so this is 3, this is 1, so 3 plus 1 is 4, x to the power 4, then 8 times x to the power 3. So this is giving me this expression, right? So option B is correct. Okay, let's see next question. um, Actually this one. So this equation x plus y is equals to 1440 represent the number of minutes of daylight, and so x is the number of minutes of daylight and non-daylight is y on a particular day. If this day has this many 670 minutes of daylight, how many minutes of non-daylight does it have? So x is daylight and y is non-daylight. So x value is given, right? Because this, as it says, x is daylight and daylight minutes are given. So at place of x, this is my question: x plus y is equals to 1440. X is given, which is 670, plus y is equals to 1440. So both side we subtract 670, so this will become 0, right? So we have y this side, and if we subtract this, we'll get 0. 14 minus 7, 7, and then this will give me 7. So 770. So this option is correct, right? Because y is non-daylight, so that's why this is my answer. Let's see next question. So this is my next question. Scott selected 20 employees at random from all 400 employees at a company, he found that 16 of the employees in this sample are enrolled in exactly three professional development courses this year. Based on Scott's finding, which of the following is the best estimate of the number of employees at the company who are enrolled in exactly three professional development courses this year? So basically, this is a question of proportion. The proportion of employees enrolled in exactly three courses, we divide it. Basically, the proportion here is number in sample. We divide this with total sample size. So if you see, this is 16, number of sample is 16 over total sample is 20 out of 20 employees, right? And this is my proportion. To estimate the number of employees in the entire company, if we multiply the proportion found in the sample by total number of employees in the company, which is 400. So this is what we are supposed to do. So first, if we divide 16 with 20, we are going to get zero point 0.8. We times it with 400. So this gives us 320. So this is our estimate, 320. Okay, let's see next question. So which equation has the same solution at the given equation, like as the given equation? So basically first, we need, as you can see options, we need 2x minus 3. So if I divide both side with 7, I will be left with this 2x minus 3, right? So 63 divided by 7 is 9. So I have 2x minus 3 this side, and 63 divided by 7 gives me 9. So option A is correct, right? So it's not like we just need to focus on question, we need to check options also. Like here, if I just start solving it and find x, that is not going to help because I need 2x minus 3, right? So that's why I just need to get rid of 7. That's how we need to start working it out. So let's see next question. The given equation relates the positive numbers c, p, and k. So which equation correctly express c in terms of p and k? Okay, so basically, if we like, if I check options, I have c only this side. Left hand side only c is there, but this side I have minus 7, so I need to get rid of this. So I add both sides 7. So this plus 7 minus 7 cancel out. Now I have c only this side. Now this is going to be 25p plus k plus 7. I can't add them because they are unlike terms, right? I can only add like k plus 2k, I can add them. This is 3k. But I can't add k plus 7, right? Because they are unlike. Variable should be same, right? So I'm having this, which is option A. Let's see next question. It says which expression is equivalent to this? Um, so let's see how we are going to work out. First, we need to look at the option. We have x to the power 4. So there is an identity which is a plus b whole square. It says a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? Um, then we have this identity, a minus b times a plus b. This is equal to a square minus b square, right? So first, if we look at this, we need to apply this identity to solve this. So we apply this formula to expand it, a square. So x square is already there. If we do this, x square square plus 2 times a is this, 2ab, right? So a is this x square and b is 11. Then plus b square is 11 square, right? So this is going to be 2 times 2. If we have a term like this, we multiply these two power. So this will become x to the power 4 plus 11 times 2, 22, x square plus 11 square, right, which is 121. So this is what we got just by solving this term. This. Now, if we look at this second term, we if we apply this identity, because this is given in this form, a minus b, a plus b, we can use a square minus b square. So a is x, so this is going to be x square minus b square. 5 square is 25, because b is 5 if we apply this formula here, right? So this is what we have. Now x to the power 4 plus x square terms, these two we add them, so we get 23x square, right? 121 minus 25 is 96. So this is what we have, which is option B, right? Now let's see next question. So it says an egg is thrown from a rooftop. The equation is given, and which is basically h is given. H is the height of the egg above the ground in meters, and t is the seconds after it is thrown. According to the equation, what is the height in meters from which egg was thrown? So basically, the initial height of the egg when the time t is 0 seconds. So initially time was 0 seconds, right? Which is when the egg is first thrown from the rooftop. So if I plug t0 in this given equation, so this will become h is equals to minus 4.90 square plus 90 plus 18. So these two terms are going to become 0, because 0 times anything is 0. So height is going to be 18 meters, right? So that's our answer. Okay, let's see next question. So if 4 square root of 2x is equals to 16, what is the value of 6x? So because we have to find 6x, so we need x for that. So first we divide both side with 4. uh, this is my okay, this is my question. So we divide both side with 4, so that we get rid of this 4. So we got square root of 2x is equals to 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Now what we do, we square both side. We square both side to get rid of this square root, right? So this square cancel out with this root, we get 2x. 4 square is 16. Now we just need x. That's how we can find 6x. So we divide both side with 2 to get rid of this 2. Now we get x is equals to 8. Now if we want to find 6x, we are going to do 6 times 8, which is 48. So this option is correct, right? Now we are going to look at next question, which says the relation between two variable x and y is linear. For every increase in the value of x by 1, the value of y increases by 8. When the value of x is 2, the value of y is 18. Which equation represent the relationship? So, um, as the problem states that for every increase in value of x by 1, the value of y increases by 8. So this is basically telling us about the slope. So slope is because change in y with respect to change in x, right? So that's how we represent slope, right? This is the symbol of change, delta y over delta x. So y is changing, increasing by 8, and x is increasing by 1. So because it is increasing, so our slope is going to be positive. So slope is 8 basically. Now um, the point next point is given, the value of x and y is given, so we can write it as a coordinate, because x comma y, x is 2, y is 18. So we have a point and a slope, so we can use point slope form, right? Which is this, y minus y1 is equals to m x minus x1, right? So y minus y1 is 18, right? This point we are using given in the question, is equals to slope is 8, x minus x1 is 2. This is my x1. Now if we just multiply it and rearrange terms, this is going to be 8 times x, then 8 times 2 is 16. Now we are going to write it in um, slope intercept form. So we move terms, y is equals to 8x, then we take this 18 this side, this is going to be negative 16 plus 18, which is plus 2, right? So option C is correct. Okay, let's see next question. This is our next question, which says how many distinct real solution does the given equation have? So let's see. So this is my equation. This equation asks for a number of x whose square is negative number. So square of a number is negative. So basically for any real number, let's say x is real number, its square is always non-negative, greater than or equal to 0. This is the property of real numbers. So because the square of a real number cannot be negative, right? So therefore there is no real solution. So there is zero real solution because square of um, like square of a real number cannot be negative, and here it is given negative, so that's why real solution is 0. There is no real solution, right? um okay, let's see our next question. Let me check. Look at the options. Okay, so this graph is given, and it says the scatter plot shows the relation between two variable x and y, x and y. Equation for the exponential model show this is the equation. A and b are positive constant. Which of the following closest um, is the closest to the value of b? Okay, so the equation is this: y is equals to a b to the power x. So as you can see, the graph is showing exponential decay. It is going downward. So basically, for exponential function to represent decay, the base, this b, must be greater than 0, but it should be less than 1. So the value of b should be greater than 0 but less than 1. Okay, so basically if you look at the option, it is between 0 and 1. So this value is between 0 and 1. So this option is correct. Okay, next question we have this. In the triangle shown, what is the value of cos x, cosine x? Okay, let me zoom it. Okay, so to remember the ratios, what we can, you can remember it like this: so ka toa. Okay, so ka toa, because we have to find cosine x, so we have to use this rule. C is for cosine, and which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine x is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. This is my x angle, right? So according to this, if you see, adjacent is this side, right? This side, and hypotenuse is this. So cos x is adjacent is 11 over hypotenuse is 28. So our answer is 11 over 28. This is for sine, this is for tangent, right? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, sine actually, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. So saw ka toa, this help us to remember um, like the different ratios. Okay, let's check next question. What is the positive solution to the given equation? Okay, so the equation is given. What are the solution? We have to tell this. So if you see, if you put this value is equals to 0, like x plus 2 is equals to 0, comma x minus 5 is equals to 0, this is equals to 0, and the third one is x plus 9 is equals to 0. So all of them, if you equate them with 0, from here you will get x is equals to minus 2, right? Because this is plus 2, when you move it this side you get minus 2. From here you get plus 5, and from here you will get minus 9, because this plus 9, when you move it to other side, it become opposite. So how many solution are there? 1, 2 and 3. So there are three solutions. So this is my um, correct answer, right? Oh, it says what is the positive solution to the given equation. So okay, basically, um, yeah, there are three solutions. There is no other option. I think we should. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Sorry. We have it is not asking how many solutions are there. It is asking what is the positive solution. So positive solution is just one, which is 5. So option C is correct. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, let me just keep it like this. So next question is this. The function g is defined by gx, and the function is given where t is a constant. In the xy plane, the graph of this passes through this point. What is the value of g0? So basically we have to put at place of x, we have to put 0, right? So we have to find and this says like the graph of this is passing through this point, right? This means x is 24 and y is 0. So x is 24 and gx is 0. Why gx is 0? Because y is gx and y is 0. So gx is 0, right? If we substitute these values into over here, we get our answer, right? So we are going to get gx is 0. So at place of gx, I am going to put 0. Then x is 24. So at place of x, I am going to put 24 plus 14 and t minus 24. Now, this is 38 and this is t minus 24. So 38, this side we have 0. So this is going to become 0 if we move it this side. So we have 0 is equals to t minus 24. So we get t is equals to 24, right? If we move it this side. So we got the value of t. Now we, because this is my gx, at place of t I will put 24 in my question. So gx is basically this, right? X plus 14 and t minus x. So at place of t I'm going to plug 24. So x plus 14, this will become 24 minus x, right? This is my gx. Now it is asking to find g0. So at place of x I'm going to put 0. So this will become 0 plus 14. This is 24 minus 0, which is just 24. So 14 times 24 is going to be my answer, which is 336. So G0 is 336. Okay, that's how we do it. Let's see next question. Let me just look at all of the options. Okay. So a circle is given and its equation is given, and circle B is not shown in the result of the shifting circle A down 6 units. So circle A is shifted to down 6 unit and increasing the radius, so that the radius of circle B is 2 times radius of circle A. Which equation defines circle B? So the general equation of a circle is this: x minus h whole square time, plus y minus k whole square is equals to r square, where h comma k, this h and this k, they are, this is center of circle and r is the radius. Okay, so for circle A, this is given. Okay, now from here, if we find the center, because this is minus h, right? So this is going to be negative 2, and k is 0 because this is just y, there is no k, right? So minus 2, why did we put minus? Because this is plus and this is minus. So I can write it as x minus minus 2, right? So that's why I got minus 2. Radius, I can write it 9 as 3 square. So radius is 3, right? So my radius is 3 and this is the center of circle. Now circle B is the result of shifting circle A down 6 units. So if we, down means we are talking about um, like y coordinate. This means the y coordinate of the center changes from 0 to 6. Basically, if you see this, the y coordinate is uh, like if we move y coordinate from 0, because we are going down 6 units, down means it will become negative 6, right? So the x coordinate remains the same, but y coordinate um, of the center changes from 0 to negative 6, right? So the now the center, because if you notice, what is my center is this, its y coordinate is 0. So if we go down 6 unit, it will become negative 6. So new center is negative 2 comma negative 6, right? After shifting down 6 units. Then x coordinate remain the same. Uh, the radius of circle B is 2 times the radius of circle A. So I can write radius of, this is the center of circle B. So radius of circle B is 2 times radius of circle A. This is radius of circle A. So that means 2 times 3 is 6, right? Now we can write our equation. This is my general equation. I plug center and radius. I got the equation. So x minus, this is minus 2. So minus minus will become plus 2 square, plus y minus 6. So this minus and this minus will give you plus 6 square, right? Is equals to radius square. Radius is 6. So 6 square is 36. So if you check here, which option is right? So x plus 2, this 4 times 9 is 36. So option A is correct, right? Yeah, that's our correct option. Now, um, let's look at next question, which says a manager is responsible for ordering supplies for a shaved ice shop. The shop's inventory starts with this 4,500 paper cups. Manager estimate that 70 of these paper cups are used each day. Based on this estimate, in how many days will the supply of paper cups reaches 1700? Okay, so first we set up the equation. So we have to, let's say C is the number of cups remaining after D number of days, after D days. So the initial number of cup is this, and 70 cups are used each day. So the equation is going to be number of cups is, this is the initial number of cups minus 70 times D. D is the number of days, right? So to find the number of days until the supply reaches 1700 cups, we need to put this at place of C. So 1700 is equals to, everything will remain same. Now we move this side. So this will become negative 4500. This side we have negative 70D. If we subtract, we get negative 2800. We have negative 70D. We divide both sides with negative 70. This cancel out and this will give you 40 days. So the supply of paper cups will reach 1700 in 40 days. Okay, so option B is correct. Um, let's see next question. So this is our next question. Uh, so in a triangle RST, the measure of triangle, angle R is given. Which of the following could be measured in degrees of angle S? So we know that the sum of measure of internal angle of a triangle is always 180. So angle S, R and angle T is going to be 180 degrees. One angle is given, which is angle R. This is 63. This is angle S. This is angle T is equals to 180. So I can find the sum of angle S and T by subtracting 63 from 180, which is 117. So since both S plus T must be positive angle, so angle in a triangle cannot be negative or 0. So basically S, you have to find the measure of S. So S must be less than 117, right? So if you see this is more than 117, these three, so only option left is this, right? Because they both add up to 117. So it should be less than 117, which is option A, right? Like if this is 116, angle T is going to be 1, right? Which is a positive angle, so it's fine. Let's see next question. Hmm, okay, so uh, for which of the following table are all the values of x and their corresponding value of y solution to the given inequality? Okay, so basically, like if you plug, this is my inequality, y is greater than 4x plus 8. For when x is 2, y is 19. If we plug these values at place of x and y, let's say y we are putting 19, at place of x we are putting 2. So this is going to be 19, 4 times 2, 8 plus 8. So this is 16. 19 is greater than 16. So this is true, right? Similarly, we can check for next value for 4 and 30. If we plug at place of y, we plug this value 30, and x we plug 4 plus 8. So this is going to give me 16 plus 8, which is 24. So 30 is greater than 24, right? Which is correct. So that means these solutions are correct for the given inequality. Uh, the function f is defined the value of x. Okay, the question is not complete. So let's move to next one. Um, so we have this question which says during a portion of a flight, small airplane's cruising speed varied between 150 miles per hour to 170. Which inequality best represents the situation where s is speed in miles per hour during the portion of the flight? So basically, um, this problem, like it is stating that airplanes speed is varying between 150 per hour and 170, right? So if you see option D, at least 150 miles per hour means speed is greater than or equal to 150, right? Which is written as like this: s is greater than and equal to 150, because at least that's how we represent at least. And at most 170 miles per hour means speed is less than or equal to 170. So this option is correct, right? Let's see next question. In the linear function h28 is given, h26 is given. Which equation define h? Okay, so basically if you see x1 and y1 is given. This is x and this is y. X means input values and y means output, right? So 28 comma 15. Now if you see x2 and y2 is also given. X, this is input is x2, which is 26 comma output is y2, which is 22. We know we can find slope if we have given two coordinates, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 22 minus y1 is 15. So 22 minus 15 is 7, x2 is 26, x1 is 28, which is going to give me 26 minus 28 is negative 2. So minus 7 over 2 is my slope. If you see, these two options are wrong because slope is negative 2 over 7, but my slope is negative 7 over 2, right? Now I can use point slope form to find my equation. Y minus y1 is equals to m x minus x1. This is point slope form. So y minus, take any one point. Let's say I'm taking this point, which is 28 comma 15. So y1 is 15 is equals to slope is negative 7 over 2 x, x is 28 minus x1, I mean x is just x minus x1 is 28. So if we rearrange terms, this is going to be y minus 15 is equals to, first we multiply them, negative 7 over 2x minus, first we multiply these two and this with this. So this minus minus gives me positive answer, which is 98. Now what we do is we take numbers one side. This negative 15, if we take it this side, this becomes positive 15. So 98 plus 15 is 113. So I have negative 7 over 2x plus 113. So let's see this option. Option D is correct, as you can see this, right? Yeah, okay. So let me see next question. All options should be seen. Okay. So this is our next question. A table is given, um, where number of cars and maximum number of passenger and crew are given. So we have to tell which equation represent the linear relationship between C and P, where C is the number of cars and P is this number of passengers. So we can take any 2 points to find slope. Like if this is my C1 and this is my P1, this is C2 and this is P2. So I can use slope, I know y2 minus y1, so I can use this formula p2 minus p1 over c2 minus c1, right? So this, if I do p2 minus p1 over c2 minus c1, I'm, I'll be getting my slope, which is 110 over 2. If I divide it, I get 55. So 55 is my slope. In all of them, I have 55. I use point slope form, which is p minus p1 is equals to m is slope c minus c1. This is m. P minus p1, I take any one point out of these. Let's say I'm taking 3 comma 174, this c1 and p1. So p minus p1 is 174, this is p1. Slope is 55, c minus c1 is 3. I solve it, multiply each term with 55. This gives me 55c. 55 times negative 3 is 165. Now I take this 175 this side. I get P is equals to this 174 minus 165 is going to give me 9. Yeah, this is going to give me 9. Now if I check my option, I have 55 this side. So 55C this side, if I take P this side, this will become negative P is equals to 9, right? So that this is what I'm going to get. Actually, yeah. So my answer is this. Actually, this will become negative 9, right? When I move it other side, this is positive 9. When we move it this side, so option A is correct. Now, let's see next question. So next question is this: which of the following is solution to given equation? So this is a quadratic equation. To solve it, we can use quadratic formula, right? Which is this: minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. So a is the coefficient of w square, which is 1. Coefficient of w square is 1, right? B is coefficient of W, which is 12, and C is the constant, which is negative 40. You have to write the sign also. If it is positive 40, positive. If it is negative, negative. I plug the values of A, B, C. So B is 12. So negative 12 plus minus square root of B. B square is 12 square minus 4 times A is 1. C is negative 40 over 2 times A. A is 1, so 2. Now if I solve it, plus minus 12 square is 144, 40 times 4 is 160, minus minus plus over 2. Now minus 12 plus minus, if I add them, I get 304 over 2. Now 304, basically if you see, uh, this is negative 12 plus minus, like if you factor it, 304, if you divide it with 2, you are going to get 1, 2, then you get 5, then 2. Again, you can divide it with 2, so you 7, and then you get 6. Then again, you divide it with 2, then you get 38. Then again, you divide it with 2, you get 1 and 9. Then you divide it with 19 because it only comes in 19 times table. You get 1 here. Yeah, this is going to be 1. Now you make a pair of 2. 1, 2. And 19 is just remaining like that. So this, for each pair you get one number. Then you multiply them. 2 times 2 is 4. So that means you can take 4 out of square root and 19 is remaining inside square root. This is your answer. Now you divide each of them. Out of these numbers you can take 2 common. If you take 2 common, you are remaining here with 6 and 2 and square root of 19 over 2. Then you cancel out 2 with 2. You have minus 6 plus minus 2 square root of 19. So the correct option is option D, this. And because this is minus 6 plus minus 2 square root of 19, right? Yeah. So these are the two possible solution, but one of them is given in the option. So let's stick to this. Okay, I'm going to make one more video for this practice paper. This is just part 1.